1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God.
I'm not good with timing.
Yeah, you're only a professional musician.
Yep. And we're back.
And we're back.
Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. I'm Andy Frasco. And you know what time it is? We got a video show now.
I was going to say it's about 4 p.m.
How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing great.
Season 5. We're really ramping up.
Look at these. We got multiple cameras.
Yeah, look. One camera.
I'm still not used to having the mic on a stand yet, but I'll get it.
How you looking? You look hot on camera.
You like my t-shirt?
You do have a face for radio, but we're going to try it out.
Okay. Look who's talking.
What's going on?
Not much. What have you been up to? Building this for the last 3
Fucking
days?
building this for the last 2 weeks.
Going out every night?
Going out at night and fucking building a podcast studio during the day.
Worst things to be doing. Gaslighting your manager at all?
Yeah, I did last week, but...
What are you guys fighting about?
Oh, fuck. A lot.
That's disgusting.
You like...
We're on video.
Oh, sorry.
He never once did that. When This is the test run, but we only want to break that out as the trailer. Holy
God.
shit. He's never done that one time when we were only audio.
Sometimes, I get pissed at him.
Oh, we're back to that. Yeah, okay.
I don't want to talk about my feet. We're on video.
We're not talking about your feet, but that was gross. Yeah, you guys were fighting the other day when I walked in. That's why I brought it up. What's going on with you two? I walked in. You're on the phone with him. It didn't sound as much like you were fighting. It's more like you were just getting him all riled up. It sounds like a guy who didn't get caught cheating on his girlfriend, but he got caught he went to a party he shouldn't have been to, but he didn't do anything wrong. But you know what I mean? And he's kind of defending himself.
Listen to this voicemail he sent me
today
on Saturday.
Hey, it's Short. I was just talking to John Bongiorno, and I was telling him that I feel like maybe you were bumming on stuff, and we weren't communicating very well. And he had a really interesting theory, and I actually think he might be right. He thinks that it gets a little harder to communicate when you're home because you have nothing really.
I 100% agree with that.
You, that you're home
the podcast has been occupying.
No, but that part I don't agree with.
Doing video stuff and podcast stuff, but he thinks, and I agree with him, that you become a little bit more irritable when you're home because you're so used to being on the road.
First of all,
and I'm just curious if you think that's true. When you have a moment, I'd love to know, kind of, what you think about this theory, and if this is the case. Let me know. I'll try to get you some more work. We'll try to.
Oh my God!
Okay. All right.
Oh my! This is why I get mad at him.
Hold on. Let me start with. In Bongiorno's defense, yes, you are a little bit better at communicating on the road, but that's not the reason. It's not because you're not doing anything here. It's because, like we said, the road is your routine, your real routine of your life.
Right.
When you're home, you don't have a routine. You're like, what? I don't know. Like, you got fucking $80 in GoPuff the other night. You don't know how to get GoPuff. Because you're like, oh, yeah, well, because, in your mind, it might be 4 days before you can get snacks again. You know what I mean? Because, you're on the road, but, you live in Denver. There's a grocery store right there. You know what I mean? So, I agree with Bongiorno. Maybe you're not as good at communicating, but holy shit, I thought you were passive-aggressive.
He's passive-aggressive.
That's that East Coast passive-aggressive shit.
I'm telling you, I'm not going crazy, right?
Oh, you're definitely not going crazy. I would never classify you
also,
as crazy.
Hold on.
That was so passive-aggressive at the end.
I know.
I almost respect it. But then I remember he's taking some ungodly percentage of your gross.
You're not godly, 15% normal.
Oh, I thought he was in the 20 range.
No. Normal managers only take 15%.
I know. That's the one time I think he must have been joking. He said it was 20.
Isn't that crazy, though?
But just what he said there, he's like, you're not really doing anything.
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Every time I come
we
over here.
We built this goddamn podcast
You
machine.
didn't have time to get a haircut for the first time on video.
This is what pisses me off.
And dude,
he does it. He belittles the podcast.
Oh, he does? Because it doesn't make him any money. That's why.
It's like, oh, this cute little podcast you do. I'm like,
why do you think you're the only guy selling tickets on the road this fall? It's because of the podcast.
Because I'm clapping up for the podcast.
And for the record, I'm taking zero credit for that. I'm not trying to make this about me in any way. I'm just here, but the podcast is definitely part of the reason you're still selling tickets. But also he has this thing where there's a little thing in the middle there towards the beginning where he's sort of defensive, and it kind of reminds me of like a guy who's in a relationship with a girl, and they're not breaking up, and it's like kind of like 3 months before they're breaking up, and you can kind of see, not that you guys are going to break up.
I'm not going to break up.
But he has that tone where it's like, the guy knows the girl's like, it's not what it once was, you know, and he's making it worse because every time something goes bad, he reacts really bad negatively to it, and it kind of turns into a little like passive aggressive fight.
I'm telling you, we're both passive aggressive. He thinks I'm passive aggressive, but he's passive aggressive too.
And he's right, you are, but holy fuck, that was like my mom or something if I missed Christmas.
Hold on, going back, was my GoPuff order
Hold
that
on.
bad?
I actually have it. You sent me a picture of it, and I have it on my laptop.
Hey, Bo, show my GoPuff. I want to have the people see this GoPuff.
Let's break this down because I'm a snack guy myself, and I have a lot of respect for this order, okay?
I didn't even order food. Bo's like
Number
forcing me to eat.
Okay, so...
Put it on Zoom. Put it on Zoom.
I ate already.
I'm eating, yeah.
Right. Okay, I'll make it as big as I can.
All right.
So here's what I like. Top row. Let's go top row. 3 different kinds of ramen. Actually, you'll see the number 2 over 2 of them. So here's what and Andy's like me. I can't cook anything, right?
No,
but you can make that. That's
I
in
can
the
make
microwave.
ramen.
Me too. So I did this in Boston. You get one of these. This is your lunch or something, right? You probably had one of them, okay?
Yep.
And then what's this?
That.
Oh, taquitos. Okay.
What do you mean?
Classic.
Zoom in. Taquitos, yeah, I got taquitos.
Taquitos are
I love
great.
taquitos in the air fryer.
Oh man, you have an air fryer? I've
Yeah.
never seen it. I just got one too. It's great. That's a great get. That's a great snack because it can also be a meal a little bit too, right? Fudgesicles, not my thing.
I love fudgesicles.
That's
they're
fine.
low fat, but they're chocolate.
I'm not anti fudgesicles. I'm just more of a popsicle fruity guy. I'm a fruity guy.
Yeah.
I'm fruity. Then you got the peanut butter pretzels.
I love
great,
those.
Especially Utz. What a great brand.
Yeah, I know. Those are my first time trying them. They're good.
I think it's like an East Coast thing. Bo, you're from New York. Utz out there, right?
Utz.
Utz. That's like a Pennsylvania vibe, right?
Yeah, I don't know why GoPuff sell them in Denver, but I'll fuck with it.
And then let me go to your gummy selection here. Let me get to I'm kind of a gummy candy guy.
Yeah.
Here's where you messed up. Instead of getting the Skittles gummies next time, get Nerds clusters.
I tried; they're sold out,
Too much.
and they
that might
fuck
be
up
too
the
much
top
for
of my
you.
tongue.
Yeah, I don't
or
think,
my mouth.
Yeah, you're not as much of a fat loser like I am. You might not like those as much.
I've had 22 cavities.
What?
You don't know this about me?
No, I don't know anything about your dental.
I used to have 13. I had 13 cavities at one time. My mom was so
You were
pissed.
how old?
I was probably 6th grade.
Oh, good. I mean, I thought it was like when you were like 30. I was like, Jesus.
I stopped going to the dentist because I'm afraid to see
You
him.
should go to the dentist. I got a guy here in town. He's great.
Is that the guy who gives nitrous to all the bands?
He's never given me nitrous, but I never asked for it.
Yeah, he's cool.
I'm not going to say, I don't want to drop his name on here.
He's like party dentist.
He's kind of like a party dentist, but like when you're at the dentist, he's like a dentist.
Yeah. But I
he's
also see him raging dick at festivals.
Yeah, but he's not like, it's like a high energy guy. He's not like messed up.
So what, you don't like my gummy selection, Arnold
I'm
Palmer?
not mad at it. I do like that you got, those are new probably. They're different.
They
Something
look different and they felt good.
I could see you were getting towards the end of your order here, and you're like, let's try something. Let's get a little fancy here, right? Then you went with the baked Ruffles, clearly because that's classic. Like, Andy thinks he's fat, but he still wants chips, right?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And then you got the hot Cheetos. But
I
that's
love those. That's like
everybody likes hot
remnants
Cheetos.
of high school.
Yeah,
I used
remember
to buy
those?
them.
Remember those hot fries they had with the Andy Cap comic book character on them?
No, yeah,
blue
I
bag?
remember those, but L.A. they had the Cheeto hot fries.
Keno's been eating those for the last. I've been bringing my dog over here, and Andy's been sneaking her Cheetos. And then the fruit by the foot, classic.
I love fruit. I'll eat 10 of those.
What about, do you like the what's the fruit roll-ups? Do you like those?
I like those, but those give me more cavities than the fruit by the foot because I could just put the fruit by the foot in a ball and just eat it as quickly as possible.
And then you think about what you did, and you're like, holy shit. Like, you just ate like
wow.
800 calories in one
I'm just
bite.
realizing I'm a really disgusting person.
No, you're not. This is like something I would do. I mean,
like I literally didn't like. I don't know how. Whenever I go to the grocery store, I'm fucking overwhelmed.
Oh, dude, this is like, remember that time when we did the session at Drew's house?
Right.
It was like a perfect. You don't really, when you go to, I assume it's the same thing when you go to the grocery store or as when you order from a restaurant. We got pizza. We're working on this song. It's actually on the album now, but and you're like, I'll get us pizza, and you called the pizza place, but you didn't have any idea what we wanted. You didn't know if we wanted breadsticks. You hadn't never even heard. It was like a local spot that you never heard of, and you called them up and you go, "Yeah, what do you got over there?" Like you were just like asking them about what kind of pizza they have. And you're like, "Yeah, I'll get one of those." And then you're like, "Do you have breadsticks?" "Yeah, 2 orders of that." You just like whatever. And it's the same thing when we went to Whole Foods at one time in California when we were doing the shit show.
Yeah.
You just walk through Whole Foods. It's the exact same thing as Michael Menner, and you just like start walking through, and you're like seeing stuff. You're like, "Oh, I want that." You just throw it in the cart.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
I like that.
But this is so much easier. I'm on my couch. I'm watching some
I'm not
fucking
making fun of
shitty
you.
show.
I'm supporting this. It's better
Really?
than what, dude. It's way better than you. We're gonna go out and have 18 beers and watch a bluegrass band.
All right, let's go. All right,
Yeah, I'm
respect.
pro Andy.
Respect.
Well, the thing is, I have to,
Respect.
when it's time to lay into you, I lay into you. But this is fun.
What do you think? What would you rate that Go Puff order?
Well, I would like to add that most of this is still down. He didn't eat all this in one night.
That's still downstairs.
I mean,
but
I
ate
killed-
a lot of it.
I killed half the Skittles gummies myself waiting on this. I would give this a solid B minus, B,
Ooh.
maybe a B minus. That's good for me. I'm very hard
Yeah,
on
you are
snacks.
very.
I would have got maybe the chicken ramen, top ramen, the orange
Yeah,
one.
I didn't like
that.
I didn't like the Japanese ramen.
We just have different taste, obviously, but the fudge sickle's got to go for me personally. If you're gonna go with like some sort of ice cream thing, I would get an ice cream sandwich, maybe a nice cookies with the ice cream and the chocolate chips on the outside. Just me personally. Pretzels, hell yeah,
All right.
that was a great choice because those aren't even that bad for you.
Wow. We are really banging this season 5 in the beginning with the start.
Better than talking about depression.
Do I feel happier because I'm in my house, or do you feel like I need to be on the road?
I feel like you're the same. I don't know. You've been doing stuff. You like when you're working, so I
Yeah.
think you've been chill.
Oh,
Brian's just way too. He's just so oversensitive about every. It's exactly like a guy who's scared to get broken up with. I swear, it's like everything he just overreacts to it. Brian, he's not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere. I've been
He's
with you
not
for
that
5
mad.
years.
He's not that mad. Like, what were you guys arguing about when I came in the other day?
Because I made a decision to make a music video
oh yeah,
without his saying.
I get his point there a little.
Yeah,
It's
but
not that he's wrong. I think he just kind of like thinks you're at a 10 when you're at a 6.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more chill than he thinks I am.
You're super chill. You're probably more chill than he is.
He's
He
pretty
manages, like,
chill.
9
I went to
things.
Rappaport with Michael Rapaport show with him, and it was like the first time we
You didn't talk shop at all the whole time?
didn't talk shop.
That's good.
We just laughed at.
Brian, he knows his comedy.
Yeah, he gets it.
He's a funny guy.
I'm not leaving you, Brian.
I don't think he's scared you're going to leave him. He just has that energy sometimes when you guys are talking.
You know who else isn't leaving?
Who?
Season 5, Repsy, baby.
Oh, they're back.
They're back.
I actually didn't.
Shout out to Repsy.
I was actually going to ask you about that. Thanks, guys.
Shout out to Repsy.
Hell yeah.
You want to do the pitch?
Now you can do it.
Yeah, season 5. I'll do it.
Yeah.
All the bands out there. Do you need help booking this year's tour? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of work. You're gonna have your agent is fucking working hard. I know Bongiorno just got back in the office this week, and he's working his dick off. I text him saying, "Are you okay, buddy? Are you breathing?"
I love that guy.
You know, I love John Bon.
He killed it when he came on stage. We
Right.
should have given him an award from the tour.
I know we should have.
Maybe you'll think of something in retrospect.
But all your agents need extra help, so you might as well get Repsy to help get you some shows. So go to Repsy.com, fill out an application, put your band profile on the page, and then you'll get, venue buyers and festival goers and fucking fraternities, the whole 9.
Everything.
Everything.
And the agent thing. They won't take your agent's cut.
No.
And they won't double your cut.
Yes. So go sign up for Repsy.com.
It's literally a win-win.
Yes.
If nothing happens, nothing happens. You can't lose, basically.
Right.
This isn't a gamble.
I know.
We're not gambling here.
So sign up for Repsy.com. Shout out season 5. A lot of big guests. We got a lot of big guests coming on.
We can't say them right now.
I don't want to blow the load, but
Can't say anything Barack Obama.
Yeah, I got
we
Barack
can't name any
coming.
names, the Dalai Lama. You know what I mean? No one too famous.
oh
Queen
my
of
god,
England,
this is gonna be fun. Nick, are you ready?
I'm stoked about this.
I'm excited. I love that it's in our house. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Bo. Fucking working their
They
ass
did
off
way more work than I do.
day in and day out. I'm out here
Hell
just
yeah.
fucking. We made this thing a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What else is going on? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I raged my dick off this weekend.
Oh yeah, you went to Green Sky Bluegrass. I told you
that
not
was
to go
fun.
to that
Why?
because you get too drunk at bluegrass shows.
I know. Yeah.
It's drinking music.
It is drinking music, and then I just kept the bender going because all my friends from Kansas City was there, and then
Oh, I knew you got hammered when I saw your Instagram story the next morning and you were at Scott Morrill's house. I was like, uh-oh.
yeah, when I get wasted, I end up keep going. But I was like, I don't think I took any mushrooms, but we went to there, and then we went to Scott's house, and then I woke up, like when you drink like till like 3 or 4, and you wake up at like 8 because you're
The
fucking
worst.
dehydrated, and you either stay up.
Denver, you cannot sleep here when you're drunk.
No.
It's like the air. There's no oxygen.
Yeah.
Everything.
So
Hangovers are worse.
yeah,
You're
so
not
I
getting
just
any
started
younger.
drinking. I started drinking all day, and then we went to Meow Wolf. I took a bunch of mushrooms.
Oh man, Meow Wolf on mushrooms.
It was so shout out to Meow Wolf for hooking me up with tickets. Yo, have you been there?
I've been to the Santa Fe one. I haven't been to Denver yet.
Holy shit, bro!
We had tickets actually, and we couldn't go because
what?
Can't remember. Like I can't remember what happened, but we still have them. We can like move back the date. So
oh my god, it was a fucking fairy. It felt
the
like
one here, I think,
Alice in Wonderland.
Way bigger, right?
This one I've never been in Santa Fe.
Okay.
But this one was 4 stories.
Oh, it's way bigger then.
Yeah, and I prepared. Like I took some mushrooms like an hour before I was getting in there. So I came in there. Yeah. I was just about to like start. I was feeling tingly.
Yeah.
And then Rachel's lady Betty.
Rachel's one of his managers.
Yeah. She basically got us a tour, and like she works like she's one of the marketing people there.
Oh, cool.
And then I got to go by myself, and it was
so you didn't go with a bunch of people or anything?
No, I mean it's so big that like everyone like disperses, and then you see each other in 30 minutes.
It's like going to the Louvre or something.
Man, I was tripping dick, and it was awesome. And it was like I forget that like I'm not in my head. You know, this fantasy world, and I also see like little Mexican children just like running around, just like touching shit. Like, oh fuck, you know, it's like, oh shit, I'm in public right now. But
that's kind of how you are during your shows too. I feel like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in public. Fuck.
Yeah, because I take mushrooms on stage, and I'm on adrenaline. I don't really feel them, and then right when I get off stage, and I have to go like do meet and greets and shit.
The whole tour, I just didn't talk to you after your show, basically.
Yeah, until we went to the hotel, and then we watched Ridiculousness until I snored in your
How
ear.
is that the only show on MTV? Does Rob Dyrdek own MTV now?
It kind of pisses me off about the whole music television.
I know, but I also respect his hustle.
Oh, Deirdre, I'm not dogging him.
Oh, you're talking about MTV.
MTV just programming just a fucking internet television show is bullshit.
It's like Tosh.0, 20 hours a day. Yeah. But it's like, and then they did have music videos. Sometimes it would be on, like I would never turn off the TV and fall asleep. And there'd be music videos on like 8:30 in the morning.
Really?
But just like terrible ones.
Ugh, it sucks.
You're making a music video.
I am. I normally don't like it because it's kind of cliche, cheesy.
I know, but it works.
But I think I have a good concept. I'm doing it with Danny Barbary.
You told me the concept. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And she's like a genius.
She's good. She's like basically marketed Turquoise and made them fucking imagely hip and shit.
She's good. And then she did a couple of videos for Talk I really liked.
Oh, yeah, the astronaut one.
I like that one, but I really like the one she did where it was more of a narrative, where it was like this guy with a giant head and he was like partying.
That's what I wanted to watch that one. I couldn't find it online. Play it.
I don't have it on my computer, but I can try and find it real quick.
Yeah, quite fine. I mean, we got time. That's why we built this thing. Danny's good. But I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I don't want to. Should I announce this? I should, because it's gonna be my birthday show. Oh, we got shows too. So, I got a birthday show. We're doing Cervantes. The dance party is going down. I'm excited for that, and that's January 21st. So if you're in the Denver area, go see me and Sleepy. Fuck, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what to fucking do about the dance party. Scott's DJing and shit. I'm gonna have to like entertain 300,000 people on the streaming, and then I'm gonna have to entertain, whatever 350 people that will be. So I'm gonna be figuring that. But do you get this rocking?
It's not the right video.
Well,
what song is for?
I don't know either, but I remember it.
I think it should be right up at the top.
The Let Out. I don't know. But then I'm in February. I'm in Denver again. I'm doing February 9th at Steamboat Springs. I can't wait to go back to Steamboat.
God, I love that town.
Fucking fun.
Best mountain town by far.
It's a fun one. And then we're going to Frisco, that 10-mile venue.
Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's not up or something. I don't know. I can't find it either. Weird.
It's okay. And then what else am I doing? I am going to...
You're doing Boulder on your birthday.
Boulder on my birthday.
Your actual birthday show.
Yeah. And then I'm flying to...
I know your date's better than you do half the time.
I'm flying to San Francisco to go see the Lakers-Warriors.
Lakers-Warriors. When's
Clay's
that?
back. The 12th. I'm flying
Clayton.
Hot off a bender.
Oh, right, yeah.
Clay. Yep.
He's back. He killed it last night in his first game back. He dunked. He hit a couple threes.
Really? He was slaying it?
His knee is better, I think.
Really?
2 years. Took it easy.
Took what? What did he do?
Well, he didn't come back. He didn't try to rush.
Isn't it crazy? Like, think about, like, if you, like, fuck up something and you can't play music for 2 years.
Yeah, but he still made, like, $30 million a year. That's the other thing.
Yep.
He wasn't getting unemployment during the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Were you?
A little bit.
You got unemployment for
I got my shit together on my business end a little,
They didn't give me shit.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're too rich.
I'm not too rich.
Bump.
Fuck you, Nick.
If you could play any sport professionally, what would you pick? Think of the day-to-day grind. Think of okay, let's say you're like, and by the way, you're like a bench player, but like you have a 10-year career on the bench. So you're like a real player. You make, an average salary. You're not the star.
Yeah, I'd like that.
It's more day-to-day that way.
I would probably do like swimming.
Swimming? But they don't make any money.
I know. I'd go basketball.
Basketball? I think I'd go
Or
baseball.
Baseball. Yeah.
I like the culture of baseball. Like
it is
hanging
fun.
Out, just like a vibe,
I know, but it's so long.
Yeah, but
so is basketball.
But you don't, they're chilling half the time. It's
what
nice
about
outside? And definitely not football.
Oh my God. Did
Or
you watch
hockey.
that Antonio Brown interview?
I didn't watch the interview, but I saw him.
On Full Send podcast?
Whose side are you on? Both?
See, I don't know.
I think he might need some help, maybe. Right?
I think it's some, I don't even want to, make
Yeah,
fun of it. CTEs.
No, I'm not making fun of him at all. I'm saying, like,
But like it's got to be all these guys who get their heads hit 20 times a game, they start getting crazy, dude.
I mean, I think it was Eric Dickerson the other day. He's like, I definitely have CTE. The former Rams.
Well,
and
did you
Colts
watch that
running back.
Junior Seau doc?
I watched it, yeah.
Where he
shot himself in the heart so they could examine his brain after he was dead.
He's like, my brain's not working well.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna happen to me if I do too many mushrooms?
I don't think so. I hope not.
I think sometimes I feel like I get like spacey. Like I think of like Chris Robinson.
I think if mushrooms would do a different. Don't turn to that guy. That guy's the worst, right?
I never really met him.
He's always saying like kind of dickhead stuff in interviews and stuff.
Yeah, is he kind
lot
of?
of people-
I'd like to get him on the show to see if
I
it's
feel like his own brother doesn't like him or something, or is that Oasis?
all the brothers.
Yeah.
Kinks too. They wanted to kill each other too.
Who?
The Kinks.
I mean, I can't imagine being around. Yeah, that'd be a lot.
It'd be hard to be in a band with your brother.
Yeah, it would. But the Bee Gees did a pretty good job of it. Aren't they all brothers?
Yeah, they probably hated each other.
Yeah, well, all the way to the bank, A little easier to hate your brother when you're making millions of dollars a year doing it.
Oh man.
Would you rather be the most famous songwriter in the world or the most famous basketball player in the world?
Famous songwriter.
What's your dream there?
I would like to be the most famous songwriter.
So you like music more than being famous. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I love music, and it makes me. I listen to my buddies' bands. Like that's one thing that keeps me in Denver because there's so much music. If I lived in LA or New York, I wouldn't be around as much music,
Especially live music.
Yeah,
like there's as much music in LA and New York, but it's like a lot of I think it's harder to get in places.
yeah. I think living in Denver makes me
easier to get
hungry for still writing songs, still staying inspired. All your friends, all my friends are musicians.
Nothing inspires you more than seeing someone live. You listen to someone's album, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I hardly ever.
But it also like if I love a band and they fucking are just so boring live.
I know it's so weird.
Oh my god,
I hate when you're like friends with them and you're like homies and then like you don't like their band. It's like good job, you guys are killing.
I was dating a girl. She think that girl Logan from Florida.
Yeah,
and her band.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna date someone, I don't want to just talk shop.
Oh my god, that'd be
I'm
the
like,
worst.
and then that's when jealousy starts happening. Like if maybe one person is more successful than the other one,
Which
or
is gonna
vice
happen.
versa, and it's gonna happen.
You're never gonna be exactly equal successful in the music
Yeah,
industry.
and it's like talking shop, and then like you don't want to like boast about your fucking all the dope things, and
Yeah.
she's out living in a van,
You don't want to get all depressed about the bad things because your bad things might not be as bad as their bad things.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, she's like they're in a band
Oh.
where they all 5 of them share one room,
oh yeah, I've been
and
there.
she's one girl.
I'm sure
with
you've
4
been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm bitching. I'm like, God, I want to get a tour bus.
Nick's here. I love to have my own room.
Yeah, Nick has to share a hotel room with me. I know I'm gonna get my own.
But
it's like pretentious,
She just needs to realize that that's like the stuff that you look back. I almost look back on that time of my music career more fondly than like playing Red Rocks sometimes.
Really?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
really.
It wasn't as fun in the moment, but I don't know. There's something about the journey, I guess.
I'm playing Red Rocks with Humphreys.
You can't announce that yet.
I can.
Oh, you checked?
Yeah,
I'm just, doing my
and Bonnaroo. I got in Bonnaroo too.
I'm doing my due diligence for Did they already announce Red Rocks?
They announced tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Then
So
this will
we're
be
good.
out. This will be
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Which day are you opening? They're doing 2 days?
I think I'm on Saturday.
There's
They're
Friday.
doing a night with, and then I'm opening Saturday.
Oh, they're not going to have opener the other night.
No,
Smart.
I think, and because they cut it down from 3 to 2, a lot of these bands aren't getting 3 nights anymore.
I know, but 3 nights is a marathon, man.
That is a
marathon. It's
marathon.
hard for fans to get up there 3 times and walk up that damn hill.
Yeah.
Humphreys fans aren't, they're not 25 anymore. You know
Shut the fuck up.
I'll make fun of Humphreys all day. Those are my buds.
Shout out to Bayless.
Love Bayless. We hung out
Oh
with
my
him in
God!
Chicago.
Send out. You gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this thing Bayless sent me of his kids. I'm like, I was jacked up. I was still drunk, and I sent Bayless a kid like, "Good morning,"
Like today?
And
Today or like over the weekend or
over the weekend on Sunday, I was like hot on a 2-day bender, and then he sent me this of his kids.
Good morning.
Oh my God.
We're going to our flag football game. We wish you on the sideline so you could say all those cuss words. You big weirdo.
I wonder if you told them to say that or they just said that.
No, they have such character.
I bet because he's a character and his wife's a character too. I like her a lot.
I feel like I'm becoming their uncle.
Okay, well I think
whoop their asses, kids.
I think they already have an uncle named Patrick.
I know, but I like to be the uncle that shows up once a year. I sleep at the house.
Like me if I was an uncle.
Yeah. Like you are my uncle. No.
I'm not your uncle.
No.
I'm your therapist.
You're my therapist.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, should I have a girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't really care, honestly, about you having a girlfriend. It doesn't affect my life. Do you think your life would be better? It depends on the girl. I mean, I just don't care about your dating life. You got to give me that. I don't ask you about your little dating life very much,
I know, but
Isn't that nice in a way? Do you want me to
Yeah.
ask you about all that?
No.
It's just your personal business. If you come to me and you need some advice, I'll give it to you. But that's too general. Should I have a girlfriend? Who's the girl?
speaking of personal advice, I took a BDSM test.
Oh, yes. I've been wanting to talk. Pull it up. Do you have it?
You want
on
me to
your
text
phone?
it to you so you have it?
Email it to me and I can pull it up on the laptop, right?
Oh man. Okay.
We can cut away and cut back.
No, let's not. This is a.
Oh, yeah, it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
What'd you think about while you're doing that, what'd you think about my tweet the other day? I want to host like a Judge Judy type show. I want to be that. I want to be the next Steve Harvey. I saw some commercial and Steve
What are
Harvey.
you gonna? You need to be a
One.
lawyer.
No, you don't. Steve Harvey has a judge show now. It's not real. It's just some guy deciding between two people who signed up. They get their whatever, $2K.
Hold on. What are you? No
Not-
way.
They're not real. Steve Harvey has a judge show coming out. You think he has a law? Does he have a law degree?
I don't know.
I'm just saying you don't actually. It's not a real court. These things don't stand up. They're not going there for murder trials. That'd be. What if like that's probably what it's going to be in like 60 years in America? Like the justice system's so messed up that like some celebrities doing like double murder trials and stuff like that. Did you find it?
Yeah, got it. I think it's a good idea. Why don't we make it? But what are we gonna?
Jam band court. It's like some. It's like some.
Oh
It's like
my
some,
god!
It's like some festival promoter, like versus some agent. And, like the agent thinks they should be like one line higher on the.
Oh
poster.
my god!
Jam band court. With Nick Gerlach. I just wanted
Hi
to
Twiddle. Hi Goose.
Yeah. Who was cooler? You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know, there's
So
a lot of things
funny.
that could come up.
That's a funny bit. Maybe we should make a sketch for that.
That'd be good.
All right.
I'd like to do it for real too, though.
I emailed you the BDSM. So this okay. So, I don't know. Gerlach's whatever. Nicholas Gerlach or something. Okay. Put it up. Bo, put this up. Look at the. So do you know what is a BDS? What is BDSM? This girl. This girl is pretty. Logan is like she's a very sexual woman, and I am very not as from this BDSM thing I got. So it's like a 30-minute test. They ask you all this crazy shit like. Have you ever? Do you have the desire to pee on someone? Get shitted on?
Whoa!
Just like all, and then they have like other things like do you like missionaries?
I have a friend from high school who works in this industry.
So zoom in to the
Okay.
top. So you take a bunch of tests. So this is my test. I'm so fascinated with this because I really feel like this is psychology.
It's definitely. What do you mean? It is definitely psychology. Okay, so you're 87% switch, which means I think you are either the sub or the dominant, right?
Yes, and I agree with that. I don't like being full.
That
control.
means that you are down to you're down.
Yeah.
For whatever, basically.
I'm down.
That checks out with you. 81% dominant, whatever. I mean, it's all
boy girl.
What
is
does that
weird.
mean? What's that?
That means I like being the younger person
Oh, for sure.
in the relation, and that makes sense because
Teacher.
I fuck teachers.
Yep.
Cougars. I love
A
cougars.
lot of people think that's cool. I think that's actually a traumatic event in your life, and I think that we're like laughing about it and celebrating it too much. Guys, it's not that funny.
I don't think it's traumatic. I'm still
Okay.
homies with her.
All right, that's fine. If you don't think it's traumatic, then it's not traumatic.
No, I loved it.
Well, you can't tell the person who experienced it if it's traumatic or not. You know what I mean?
I know, but it hasn't fucked me up.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
Well,
Unless we look at a alternate timeline where you didn't fuck her, and you're like a lawyer in that timeline, you know what I mean, or something.
maybe it turned me into the path I've always. This path.
Maybe, or maybe it had no effect in your life whatsoever. We'll never know, will we?
I should go to therapy for it.
Okay, 75% submissive, whatever. You're pretty vanilla, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the one that scared me.
That actually checks out with you because people, you called yourself a sex addict, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can say that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that you're a sex addict. I haven't been around your.
Not as much lately.
But at points in your life, you could have been. Okay, anyway. But you're not like a freak, you know? You don't like to get. You just, it's the journey. Some people like the journey. You like the destination. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're here to get your rocks off, not do a little play. You know what I mean? Brat. What's a brat tamer?
Brat tamer is like when they're being bratty. Like no, I don't want you to make love.
So you like that?
I'm like, oh, you're a dirty girl.
Age player. I've noticed there's a lot of age, old, young.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what's weird. Like, I don't like young girls.
I'm loving some of these terms. Rope bunny.
What is a rope bunny?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy, man. I don't know any.
Let me ask. Let me look. Hold on. Did we just Google this? What was it?
I bet Bo knows.
No, because
it's
that's a
just a picture.
screenshot.
Bo, Google. Do you have your like?
I already Googled it.
Okay.
Rope bunny, a person who enjoys being restrained, tied up, or immobile during sexual intercourse.
You're right in the middle on that.
I'd never done it before where someone tied me up, but I'd be fucking
I don't
down.
think you want your hands tied up. I could see you not wanting that. You're too much of a control freak for that. I want to jump down to the bottom. I like something I see down here. Okay, first of all, exhibitionist is a little low considering the rest of your. Maybe that's because your whole rest of your life you're an exhibitionist, and like the one time you
I'm not gonna wear leather and shit
No,
during
exhibitionist
sex.
is like more performative, right? Like you like to have sex in public or something, right?
Oh no, I'm very shy.
Right. Well, yeah, you're a super shy guy. We've always said about that too, about you. But I'm thinking it's because
when it comes to sex,
you're such an exhibitionist in your daily life and your job that you're like during sex, it's close the door, honey. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like that you're not a degrader though. You're a nice guy. You're only 4% degradation. You're
I don't fuck with that shit.
You're not mean to people.
No. I don't fuck with that shit at all. What's dog slave? Does that say dog slave?
I think that means like you pretend you're a dog and they walk you around on a leash and like stuff like that.
I've had one girl who asked me to do that. I got
Which
kinda
side?
freaked out.
Which one did she want?
She wanted to be the dog, and it kind of
Weird.
freaked me out. Like I was like feeling
It's like who rescued who? You know?
like that freaked me out. What was the other weird one? Pet.
This is my rescue, Andy.
This is
He saved me.
What about non-monogamous? How many big is that? What's non-monogamous?
50. You're right down the non-monogamous. You don't know what non-monogamous. It means you're not monogamous. It means like you know.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm loyal. Once I find a girl, I'm pretty loyal.
You are. I think you being exactly 50% non-monogamous is the most perfect thing on this list. Because you're not monogamous, but I feel like if it's time, you're going to be monogamous.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. So
that's my. What do you read from that?
I bet people that actually know about this stuff think we sound like complete morons right now. 'Cause we don't, we're the most vanilla dork. Like I had sex and then we had sex.
Andy
These
missionary
guys are
Frasco
dorks.
over
These
here.
guys are losers. That's I don't. This seems from what I know of this stuff. It kind of checks out with your personality.
But this reminds me a lot of psychology. Like they were asking me
yes,
questions.
that's because it's psychology.
Sex is psychology.
Sex is like a huge part. Have you heard of Sigmund Freud? I mean, that's like the whole thing with it.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like the Freudian stuff. Like I never wanted to have sex with my mom, but like
that's the
the idea of like.
But do you like people that are like your mom?
I don't date people like my mom. No.
Nope.
Sometimes I feel more comfortable when they are like my mom.
Yeah, of course.
But that's like kind of like a mothering thing.
Yeah. What about girls that are like your dad?
Like just fucking
Personality
wild,
wise.
like just fucking.
I don't
party.
really know what your dad's. I only met him that one time. And he was.
I
very
do like
chill.
girls who party. I do like girls who can put some drinks down with me and and not be a mean drunk.
Yeah, and you like girls. Yeah, that's true.
That's my dad.
Your dad's a partier?
He drinks all the time, but he's never been a mean drunk.
I heard that at Panic at the Playa, he jumped in the pool in front of everybody or something.
Yeah, he's like, I'm Andy Frasco's dad, and he fucking took off his shirt. He's a big boy, and he belly flopped.
Did you have the crowd?
I'm like, that's my fucking dad. That's my fucking dad. And he's like, he's got
a moment.
I got the gene, and it was like I think he knew because Kobe died.
Oh, it was like right after that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kobe died.
What is your mom? Was your mom there?
My mom was there too.
I've noticed
She's
your dad
always
is
so
a
embarrassed.
little, I was gonna say the one thing I did notice when I met your parents, because your dad made a couple of really funny jokes. One of them was he said, so Andy's like much younger than his other two siblings, and he's like, he was a nooner.
Yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious. And your mom's like, oh, Bruce, yeah. I always want to call him Bruno for some reason.
That's his. We nicknamed him Bruno.
She's like, Bruce. I was like, no, it's not even that dark of a joke. You know, you're all right. You're still married. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just funny. Your mom always seems like she's like embarrassed by your dad.
Yeah. My mom is vanilla. My mom.
You don't know
my
that
mom.
though. You don't know how she is in the bedroom.
I know, but I know how my dad acts.
Okay, Frasco's parents, if you're listening, I want you to take this test and send it in, and then we'll go over your results.
My mom gets so embarrassed. Like she found. I don't know if I should talk about. Yeah, fuck it. I'll talk about.
You can cut it out.
My mom found my cum drawer.
Oh, you've talked about this before, so yeah.
She was horrified. She
Well,
found this whole. So like, I basically throughout all of high school and middle school, I basically just like would beat off, and then I just like open the cum drawer and just pick out just a boxer or like a fucking sock or a t-shirt
whatever
that was
you
just
can get.
filled with 5 years of cum.
Oh my god!
I would just wipe.
Why didn't you ever put it in the laundry? You came on your hands?
I would wipe my hands on crusty cum on the t-shirts, and I just put it back in there. And then my mom found all of the condoms.
This is why we need a female president. Okay? Shit like this is why we need a female president next. You never hear any stories about women doing stuff like this. Why should people, because a lot of men are like this in some way, why should they be running the country? They can't even manage their own cum. We need a female president. It's time.
It's time.
Kyle Ayers has a good, I'm not going to ruin it, but he has a good bit about something like that in his
What's he say?
Well, I don't, it's like, you might
Oh,
record it for
he's
something.
trying out.
He's got a good bit about it, though. It's about that.
I really do think we need a women female president. I can't talk today. I'm so tired.
It's time.
It's time.
We've had 45 white guys. 44 white guys.
Old ass white guys. Besides Barack.
They're all old. They have to be
Shout out to
35. Barack was pretty young. I don't think Bill Clinton was too old. Who's your favorite president of all time?
Barack or Clinton?
Clinton's fun, but it's, you know what I mean?
I was young, so I didn't know politics. I just know, like, damn, this guy's fucking.
I mean, he won me over. I was like, just started playing saxophone. He's on Arsenio.
Yeah, he's like, fucking, I love the campaign. But Barack had the swag to him.
Yeah, he was, I mean, you know, considering what he had to go up against, he did a pretty good job, I thought.
Yeah.
It was a lot calmer then.
Yeah.
Plus, he does have swag.
Yeah, he had a little swag.
And I love Michelle Obama.
Yeah, she's hot, too.
She's just great.
Brad Sativa had this joke where he's like, Barack and Michelle are the only people I'd buy a porno from.
What, I'm only president?
Yeah, the president.
That's a good one.
Of
I think I would.
I'd
would
beat
go-
off to Barack and Michelle.
I think I would. I wouldn't buy, but I would watch one of almost any president just because it's the president in a
dude,
porno.
I can't wait to watch Pam and Tommy. Dude, it's with Seth Rogen is in it, and basically it's the story of how the sex tape got leaked. And Seth Rogen is the guy who has the sex tape.
Right, because like it's crazy when you think about what year did that happen? I don't probably 20 years ago. The internet wasn't what the internet is now, right?
Yeah.
You have to think about when they got that sex tape, it was probably on tape.
Right.
And someone probably got a hold of the VHS somehow. They had to, there's so many more steps that had to happen.
Right.
For that to get out. That's so crazy. It's
Would
almost
you ever
like,
make a sex tape with your partner?
Hell no.
Julie would never say like, "Yo,
I
put
wouldn't.
on a
Even
camera.
if she wanted to, I wouldn't do that. I
don't think I could either.
I can't. I don't want to ever.
I don't ever want to look at me having sex. I'm probably a horrible lover.
I mean, I just don't want to see my body that way. No one else does either.
Yeah, I don't like my. I'm not a good-looking naked man.
No man is good looking naked. You know,
dude. There's some hot naked
You're
dudes.
Right. You're right. That's true.
I bet Gator's hot naked.
Gator. A lot of guys actually that we know.
Oh, that's who I wanted added to the hot guy list.
Gators are.
No, Paul McDonald.
Oh, yeah, but remember I sent you the text. It's like, I can't tell if he's hot or not. But
He's
you were
hot,
around
though.
him in person.
And also, Paul Hoffman.
Is he hot?
Dude, I was watching him at Green Sky, and like, I don't know, there's like some fan on his hair, and he's just like looking hot.
Here's what Paul Hoffman has. He's got that brooding, sort of mysterious songwriter thing. He's writing songs about like he's been hurt, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, Green Sky sounded fucking.
But
awesome.
I don't think in just the looks category, he's not in the world of, you know.
Dude, I'm telling you,
He's a good-looking guy, but we're
He's
talking
hot.
about Matt Jalbert hot, Ryan Stasiak hot.
I'm telling you, he's up there.
Okay.
I want to put him top 5.
You've seen him more recently than I have.
Shout out to Paul Hoffman.
He's a good songwriter too.
Great songwriter. Maybe that's it too. I'm like, he's talking about all these like fucking like
that
real
Windshield
existential.
song?
They ended with that.
My girlfriend is obsessed with that song.
I know. I love that song
Yeah,
too. I'm like,
Someone drive for me, or whatever.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like bluegrass and like the Dawes and stuff. Like
Mm.
I'm at a Christian rock show.
I
with
mean,
the fans.
I don't think it's. I think it's because Christian rock is sort of emulating.
Like not the music, but just the fans. Like they're just putting
Yeah.
their hands up like this and like.
I kind of get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't go to concerts like that, so I don't know. But
I used to go to a
checks
shit
out.
ton when I was a kid. I just like to go to different places. So every Wednesday I went to church, to their church band.
Like what kind of church though? There's a lot of.
It was like kind of like a like a rich LA church
Oh,
where like they had
white people church.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, there's a huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they had a band and they were horrible.
Was it like the corny kind of pop, like oh, we're praying?
Yeah. And but like take the music out, but like the fans were just like the Dawes. I saw that at the Dawes show. Just
Yeah?
like these dudes. I saw a couple of my LA friends do this. I was just like, I was trying not.
Do you
to
think
laugh.
they're actually connecting that way, or do you think they want to look cool and like they're connecting as performative?
No,
a
I
little bit?
just feel like the music takes them over so much
That's
that
what,
like
that's why I'm asking. Do you think it's actually taking them
it's
over?
like a religious experience. Like they're just like
They really feel that music that much?
100 fucking
'Cause you know,
percent.
LA people can be kind of like, you know.
That's the thing. I don't get it. I shout out to Dawes. They've been on the show.
No, I'm not talking about Dawes. I'm talking about the people.
Yeah.
Dawes is dope. I'm talking about like, do you think when people are doing that, do you think it's like they're actually feeling that way, or do you think it's like they're kind of performing to look
I don't
like,
know. Like,
because in church, I think it's about half and half.
oh yeah, no. I think they're feeling. I think music really makes people feel.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's interesting though when people get performative about their inner feelings.
Yeah.
you know?
We got to go. It's been
Really?
40 minutes.
Oh my God,
We just talk.
we're good at it.
Boys, how was the first run? Did we do okay?
Been a while.
Yeah. We're working on
We
it.
talked about your sex. We talked about you. We talked.
Next, I felt like this week we wanted to just try this whole video thing out
Yeah, and you guys can tell us how much you loved it.
or hated it.
I don't think they're gonna hate it.
What?
It looks cool in here. I think.
I want next week we go over. You pulled some of my videos from.
Oh yeah.
when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, because we did that in the practice run.
Yeah.
I like that one from Warner Lake or
Oh my
Lake
God.
Warner. What's it called?
We don't have time to really dive deep because
I
I would
know.
really like to have a psychological review on.
No, I want to go for like half an hour. I love
Yeah.
looking at old band videos because it's like there's some stuff Ernie does. It's like
Right.
I did that too. You know.
Right. All right,
right.
guys. Well, have a great day.
Are you going to give him a motivational speech?
Should I be the one? Yeah, this is the first one.
You're way better at it than
All
me.
right. Guys, quarantine's still here. Omnicon is kind of fucking us. Coming all over. What's it called?
Omicron.
Whatever. It sounds like a. It just sounds like a Tyrannosaurus. I don't know, like a Power
Prediction?
Ranger.
Can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
Pandemic ends this year. Almost every pandemic is 3 years long.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Optimism.
Yep.
Don't lose hope. Follow your dreams. Keep fucking doing weird shit. Take this BDSM test. I'm telling you. You'll
I don't
find
have
out
the
some
link.
kinky shit about yourself.
It's BDSMtest.org.
Yes. Let's get
Nonprofit.
freaky. Year of 2022. We are going to be ourselves. We are going to get freaky. We're going to explore every fucking sexual boundary we have in our
If you're
fucking body.
comfortable
If you're
with that.
comfortable with it. If you just want to have missionary sex like me and Nick,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Have a great week.
We're TV stars now.
We're TV stars now.
That's actually pretty good.